What the fuck is your problem? Hello. Welcome to the Anything Bowl Where Anything Goes. My name is Miguel.
I'm Brendan.
Oh, my God. Okay, folks, welcome to episode 72. Today on the docket, we've got quite a big one for you. If I can just find my notes, I had them right here. Where is my mouse? I cannot find it.
Thought you were ready.
I thought I was going to have the mouse by the time I was done with that sentence. Folks, today on the docket, we've got the Halloween beer of the day, Ahsoka episode 5 reactions. We're going to talk about the upcoming movies that we're going to see, the 3 times we're going to fucking be in theaters this week. A bit of news about the iPhone 15 and how you can play AAA games on it, apparently. Aquaman 2 has a horrible trailer. There's aliens in Mexico, and we're going to finish off rambling about a game engine that we don't use that's pissing everyone off. Brendan.
Yeah.
How are you?
Fucking excited.
Oh, my God.
That's how I felt when I first saw the new episode of Ahsoka.
Okay, so for context, I feel like on Instagram and social media, we're just now the Ahsoka channel.
Yeah.
Because every time we post, it's just about that, and it's just...
Fly.
You clapped and he went, wee. Because if you look at our social media, it's just posting about Ahsoka, and it's like 128K, 18K, 4K. Why are you guys so mad about Ahsoka? If you look at the YouTube, the views, Ahsoka review, 100, 200, 300. I guess people like what we have to say. Or they fucking hate it. Which means they're going to
look away. But
no, you can't.
This time, I have a different take.
My opinion is so in line with everything I've said thus far. This episode was perfect.
No.
Really? Really?
The first half was perfect. The second half was just regular Ahsoka show.
Oh, yes. So it's kind of like the episode is in 2 parts. There's Ahsoka with Anakin.
Yeah.
And then there's everything else.
Yes. And everything else is whatever.
Slow and annoying.
Yeah.
But you know that in terms of the storytelling, you can't just be like, Anakin all the fucking time. You have to have points to break it up so that way it seems more epic.
You're right. The space whales are needed in every episode.
The space whales is a callback to Rebels, and you need to fucking relax.
Fucking
Those
whale,
fucking
man.
whales didn't do anything to you.
Fucking
okay?
whale.
Leave it alone. It's a space whale that can travel at light speed.
You talk to that whale. Where are we going? I don't fucking know, man. It's a whale.
So the beer of the day, we have
Actual dialogue from Ahsoka.
Hopper Lager, basically an IPA. It's all right. There's a pumpkin one over there, pumpkin ale that I can't even show on camera. I'm pretty sure we've drank it on the podcast already.
Yes, we have.
Delicious. Still like a 9 out of 10. And this piece of shit, Jacko Pumpkin.
Perfect in every way.
Garbage.
Taste like a pumpkin pie.
And utter disappointment.
You just like you to your parents. See, it's good. You don't even know what to think right now.
That sip was very good.
Yeah.
I'm confused. So let's get down to brass tacks. Okay, first of all, spoilers, 100%.
Absolutely.
Rex, clearly CG.
Yes.
Little disappointing.
Love how he was there without his helmet, and they're like, throw a bandage on that head. I don't need to DH
That
this
wasn't
man.
Rex.
Well, I mean, it was a clone. Like, it was supposed to be
100%.
that guy, and like,
you know, because it's clearly like the actors. I guess my thought process is they were like, we want you to come back, but this is like the peak of the clone, so you need to be like de-aged and in great shape. And he's like, you guys fucked me over already.
Yeah.
On Book of Boba, I'm not doing that.
Before we get into all the good shit, I just want to say the one thing that I didn't like about all of it was the fact that they were clearly in a volume surrounded by fog machines because they didn't feel like spending money on doing the background stuff. And though there was little snippets of it, and it did make it cool because the lightsabers popped, I would have loved to see the Siege of Mandalore as it should have been.
As it was, yes. Yeah. I agree with you entirely. I also disagree because I think when you're thinking about the fog and you're thinking about the volume and the budget, it takes you out of it completely.
Yes.
If you just let your head be in the story, the fog, awesome. Dramatic as shit.
It makes the lightsabers
I keep seeing
pop.
people say, right, that it's the greatest shot in Star Wars history. I wouldn't go that far, but I'd be pretty fucking close.
It's pretty fucking good.
Anakin walking into the fight on, I guess, wherever the fuck they were.
And it just flashes.
And it flashes Vader.
Oh, my God.
Listen, okay? Those 2 seconds...
Beautiful.
Everything we... And see, this is what I was saying before. Fan service, at a certain point, is obnoxious and unnecessary. If used correctly, it's perfect. If it benefits the story, it makes sense.
You know how I watched the rest of Ahsoka?
How?
You know how I watched this episode? Holy shit.
Yes. Dude, I'm laying in bed. I'm watching it on my phone because Timmy has said in the last episode of the podcast she hates it. She's done.
Okay.
She won't even watch it, even if it is cool, because she finds it obnoxious.
Yes.
So I'm sitting in bed and I'm watching it on my phone. And I got my AirPods in, and Timmy's like getting ready for bed. She's like feeding the animals, and I'm going, oh my God. I was like, is that that's Ahsoka? Are they going to give him, the armor looks stupid, but it's so good.
Okay, so I had no idea, never made the connection that in the Clone Wars, he's wearing Darth Vader's chest piece as his shoulder pads.
Yeah.
And that is so cool that
really
I'm
cool.
finally seeing that in live person. Also, I really need to throw this out there. Hayden Christensen can still rock the absolute fucking shit out of a lightsaber.
He can.
He is moving that thing with purpose, and it is awesome.
I have a theory. I don't think it's Disney's bad at lightsaber fights. I think
they're hiring actors who don't know how to fight.
Somebody is deliberately trying to segregate the points in the Star Wars universe of lightsaber fights based on the choreography. I think it is deliberately. The original trilogy looks like this. The sequel trilogies, everything's like a fucking heavy hammer, and the prequels are crazy spinning. Because Ahsoka, in the beginning of the show, is just like the two blades, but she's like bang, and they're super heavy and whatever. But the minute that Anakin shows up, it's not like, oh, the choreography's bad. It's, I'm going to do my twirls and shit. I'm going to do this. And even young Ahsoka, with the two blades, is still moving around,
good.
and it's so good.
She did so much better than Rosario Dawson.
I know.
I'm going to catch so much shit for that, but I don't give a fuck.
It's
She
accurate.
was awesome.
100%.
Also, you know
Oh my
that's
God.
young Gamora and the girl from Barbie?
Yes. That blew my mind.
She
I was
is
like,
going all out
that's
this
a
year.
very particular character set to have.
Yeah.
But it's a good one to have.
Like, I saw her and I'm like, why does she...
Yeah.
That looks good. And then, like, I'm like,
Yeah.
but she looks... There was one scene where she was supposed to be... I actually think they de-aged her when she first showed up because she looked really young.
Yeah.
But then in the later scenes, in the other parts of the Clone Wars where Anakin also has the longer hair and everything in the scar...
The Siege of Mandalore.
She looks a bit older.
Yeah.
And she actually looks closer to Rosario Dawson, so I don't know if they did some weird
No,
tweaks.
I
like-
wouldn't go that far.
not genuinely, but I think they may have done some slight tweaks or overhaul to her face, kind of like what they did with Ewan McGregor and the original Obi-Wan Kenobi, where they just did some slight things to
a
him.
little bit of makeup and things,
So-
and he looks like a child.
So, like,
Yeah.
I think they did some of that, because, like, it wasn't all the time, but she did a weird angle. I'm like, why does that actually look like Rosario Dawson? Like, that they did
I think
they did a great job.
with this young Ahsoka. It really, everybody's been saying the same. This one fly is just teasing us. I've watched him. He goes out and then he comes back. You piece of shit.
Come on.
I can't help it. It really puts into perspective how young Ahsoka was at the end. And it entirely explains why she is the way that she is now. Because now she's like 45, 50.
Yeah.
And the whole like first 15 years of her life, chaos and murder. Then the original trilogy happens. An empire. Then you're post episode 6 and it's like, okay, so my master was the bad guy. Now I'm hanging out with his son. Some of the Jedi still exist. But now they're like, we want it to come back because we like the blue guy. And she's like, man, I'm too old for this shit. It makes total sense, and I get it.
Yeah, but she's just, because she's so broken, she's got a bit of a lack of personality now, and
Yeah.
it's just kind of like, you know, and I'm like, that's not enough.
doing that.
Just, come on. You cross your arms one more time and just do a fucking Jim smirk at a camera. Like, but like, it was so
Let's
and then
be
you
honest.
saw on the Siege of Mandalore, the Mandalorians with
Vizsla?
the fucking Darth Maul helmet on.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to get him. I thought we were going to get him
man.
running around with robot legs, and we were finally going to get that version. And I was so excited, and it didn't happen. But, like, what we did get was great. And when they're fighting, and they're, like, right here and everything. I remember there was one point when they were doing it, and she's like this, and he's leaning on her, and she's putting the force here with her hand to try and keep the blade. I'm like, just grab it. I'm like, it's a lightsaber. It's not a sword.
can't do that.
You can't do that. But, like, it was...
I have two
his
things to say.
eyes... When
The
the
contacts?
lightsaber was there,
It was the contacts. It was the red contacts.
I don't think they did.
No, they did. Because then there was also a clear cut from him being like, I'm going to close my eyes. And then it's a cut to her, and then a cut back to him, and he's like, my eyes are blue now.
Okay, yes, but it was also they pulled away the red lightsaber from him
Yeah.
because she also kind of had that because it was like a temptation moment.
100%.
And it,
Two things to say. The best and worst parts about that. Because, right, Rotten Tomatoes, 89%.
yeah.
Deserves to be higher. Okay.
But the second half,
The worst part
yeah,
is Ahsoka fighting Anakin single blade. I understand that the whole point is like you want to dumb down some of her choreography to show off Hayden Christensen. It's more about the two of them and like the emotional battle that's going on, not her jumping around.
yeah.
Want to do a lightsaber. She is not a single person, two-hand thing. But I get it. The best part?
I thought that for like a half a second, and then I just moved on because it was so
Yeah,
cool.
100%. Hayden Christensen, I understand that they had to throw it in because that's a little bit of fan service where Ewan McGregor's like, yeah, it's the Anakin spin. He learned it during the prequels, and then it's just a random cut of like Hera being like, "Where's Ahsoka?" and then it cuts and he's like,
so good.
but it's so fluid. Okay, I understand. He's like a 50-year-old man. Okay, they de-aged him. He doesn't look like that anymore. When he's trying to play even younger Anakin in the armor, he looks fucking ridiculous in certain shots. But man, Disney, if you could do one fucking thing right now, one thing.
Give me more Hayden
Give
Christensen.
us more Hayden. Give him to Dave Filoni.
Why do we not just have a Darth Vader film or show where it's just him? You know that scene that's like a meme now, but it's like from like a novel or a comic or something, where it's just him on a planet surrounded by people, and they're just
beats the fuck out of
like,
all of them?
They're just like, you're surrounded, and he's like, I'm surrounded by nothing but dead men, and then just goes off and murders an army. Give me that.
I think I disagree.
Would be, but
I would love to see more of it, but I think it makes those specific scenes so much better. Like the fight against Obi-Wan in the end of Obi-Wan could have been much better, but it's fucking great. The scene where he's beating the hell out of Reva and he stabs her even though she lives, and she's like going at him and he's just like, no. Great. The scene in fucking Rogue One in the hallway, and you're like, here he comes.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's like that.
If we had more, it could dumb it down.
That's how it is in the original trilogy. He's in most of it, and guess what? He was still badass then, too.
Are you sure?
Yeah, well... But
You remember the fight with Obi-Wan?
Yeah, but like, episode 5, episode 6 and everything, even though they don't have as much graphics and choreography as nowadays,
he's much more
even for when that
badass.
came out, he was always just like the dude.
Yeah.
So like, that's always been his thing. But
I
those
just
fucking
want-
just lightning and just...
I want them... Where are the gaps that you could really fill in right now? Right,
You
with
don't need a
Hayden?
gap. You don't need a gap.
I-
There's nothing. There really
What
is.
if we had a show of Vader talking to Anakin? The internal struggle. Vader's going to planets. He's like, I'm going to kill all these kids. And Anakin's like,
Because it's not there anymore.
I know, he's dead. I get it. Emotionally. Yeah, but I need an excuse for more Hayden, okay? Do you have a better idea?
Yes.
What?
What they're doing. Just give me more.
I really hope that we don't get like 2 episodes down and it's like, actually, I'm not Anakin. I'm this. Blah, blah, blah.
It was clearly just her life flashing before her eyes, and
Yes.
that was her
Yeah.
vision, and that was
Well,
her.
it's the Force, you know?
It was the Force, but it wasn't like because like he wasn't a Force ghost. He wasn't whatever. He wasn't actually there. That was
I'd like to believe he's there. I'd like to believe it's a Force ghost.
all in her head, and that's why it was I'm here as a mentor, but also you need to decide and blah, because it's like it wasn't that. It was more of a mental
Well,
struggle.
you could still say it's a mental struggle, but the Force can impact her because the Force is inside everybody.
Yes, but it wasn't him in the Force. Like
It was a manifestation of him in her head.
Yes.
Yeah.
He wasn't there because of the Force.
I like to believe he was there.
But like, just that one fucking just flip.
The one-
man, it's just burned into my.
You know what nobody's talking about either?
What?
When he's like, we need to start from the beginning. And she's like, no. And he's like, clearly you haven't learned anything. I told you live, and it's red,
Yeah.
or die. And she's like, no. He's like, wrong answer. And then he beats the fuck out of her, and she comes through the smoke, and she's like on the floor. And Anakin just walks through the smoke with the red, and he's like, bitch.
It was so.
His arms are out to, he's got the.
It's the fucking episode 3 walk
Yes.
when he's like
He's got the-
actually unhinged, and he's just like
You lack conviction.
he knows what he needs to do, and he's doing it so fucking well.
I'm so
and what I
fucking proud.
think really happened was that he did Obi-Wan and everything, and they're like, nah, man, people love you now. And he's like, I don't know, it's blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And they recorded it and everything, and you could see he's happy to be back, and he's
Yes,
doing
he
whatever,
is.
but he's like, this is going to be hard, man. And then he did this stuff, and everyone's like, it's Hayden Christensen! And he's sitting there trying to hold back tears, and now he's like, I'm fucking Anakin, man, let's go!
It took me 20 years, but I'm fucking back, baby. You know what? Low-key disappointed? No Ewan. We had a whole show dedicated to him, but I feel like it wasn't
needed.
enough.
It's not his Padawan, it's not his story.
But it's a flashback to the Clone Wars. I
Yeah,
still
but
want to
half
see
the
him.
time he wasn't fucking there. He was off banging off some chick on Mandalore.
He was.
Come on.
Yes, he was. He was. I really love the parallel, though, of when Anakin and her are standing next to each other. Clearly, it's just for the literal shot of them being
Yeah.
next to each other. But I love that parallel of him there and then him in the Clone Wars in Season 7. I'm like, damn. Dave Filoni knows what he's doing. This next episode's going to be so fucking disappointing. Because the bar went, huh.
Yeah. So the problem with that is that you cannot come out and go, it's the mid-season finale, man. Like, no, this is not The Walking Dead, where it's a 25 fucking episode season, and we've been waiting 6 months, and you got to do something, and you're taking a hiatus for Christmas.
Yes.
You're coming out with another episode next week.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to ramp shit up like that, you have to keep it up. You cannot just drop it back down until episode 10.
Ahsoka the
That's
White.
not how it worked. What?
Ahsoka the White.
I'm sorry, is she Gandalf? What's happening?
Yeah.
What?
Did you not see her costume change in the end?
No. I did not.
Use your laptop. She's got the gray look on the whole time, and then she comes back and she has the robe on. But then when she goes to leave and she
So
gets
are you
inside
telling
the
me
whale,
she's no longer a Grey Jedi and she's just a Jedi again now?
I'd believe it. That's probably what that whole
Where
thing
the
meant.
fuck was she in episode 9?
Dead. Remember I told you
No,
last
but her
week she was
voice
poking her
wasn't
head
there.
out.
And my excuse for that was because she wasn't technically a Jedi anymore. So that's why she wasn't there. But if she goes back to being a Jedi, like...
Or she's still alive. What if Rosario Dawson shows up in the episode 10 that they're making with Rey?
No, not that. Just something else I just realized
What?
that I remembered. So you know how I complained that they always had the crown on her because they didn't want to bother blending
They
the
took it off.
headpiece? They did. And it looked fucking weird. I'm like, please put it back on. Please put it back
I
on.
apologize so much.
I should not have
The
questioned
minute
you.
they took it off too, I was like, Brendan's gonna fucking hate this. I
I'm
can
like,
just,
what?
I can
Yeah.
see where it
Yeah, I'm
melds
just
into
like,
her
you guys,
head.
I'm like, I'm proud of you for doing it, but
You
like,
got a lot of balls for just showing off that
is-
makeup
that
like
is
that.
rough.
Is that actually how it would go too? Her head would just change color at a certain point.
Like, it's like a hairline.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's apparently worn all white in Rebels before, so I'm looking at a picture of it. Unless it's just photoshopped, but I'm
No,
not
well
sure.
now it's Gandalf the White. Okay.
Okay. Ahsoka the white.
Ahsoka the White.
Ahsoka the orange.
Sorry. Beer's powerful.
So, I wanted to bring this up, but I forgot about it earlier. You
Yes.
said that the lightsabers, they want to distinguish between each of the trilogies and everything.
Yeah,
because
with the choreography.
we're not in a trilogy.
No.
And Ahsoka is from the...
Well, no, I'm not saying a trilogy. I'm saying parts of it.
But she's from the prequel era. And
She
my
is.
only explanation for all of this was that the art form was lost by so many of them dying. The people who still know how to do it are learning from Luke, who
barely
learned
knows.
how to fucking train for like
Yeah.
a week and a half.
Yep.
And then everyone just fucking died. And so, and then he's like, I'm going to train all you guys by reading these books. So obviously it's going to be a little off and it's
Yeah.
going to be a little bit weird. But Ahsoka
That makes a
should
lot
know
more
what
sense.
she's doing.
I agree with you in terms of your reasoning, and it does make a ton of sense. But I think my theory might hold a bit more weight in just Disney thinking that we're stupid.
Well, obviously it's
Yeah,
Disney. That
it's
mouse
Disney
knows
World.
all.
It does. Speaking of Disney, I think we might be going in April instead of February.
Oh, why?
Because now my dad wants to go.
Ah.
It's a whole thing. Or we'll do both. I don't know. So Ahsoka, episode 5. Out of the 5 episodes, how many good ones have there been? 3?
This one.
Really?
Just this one.
I think it's progressively ramped up the entire time.
Okay,
Each
take out
episode's done
Anakin
better.
out of the last 5 seconds of episode 4.
Choreography's great. Fighting is
It
great.
was better.
It's 100%
The
on Rotten
first 3
Tomatoes.
were just, I did not care.
First 2, I think, were mediocre. 3 picked up a bit more. 4 was good. This was great.
Yeah,
The
also,
progression of goodness continues.
I did not watch Rebels.
No,
Who
no.
is that kid's dad?
Ezra?
His dad's Ezra?
What? What kid are you talking about? The blue hair?
No, green hair. The green woman's child who's
Oh.
just like listening to the waves.
Kanan.
Yes.
Kanan Jarrus. He was a Padawan who survived Order 66 like everybody else.
But they said his dad was a Jedi, and the Jedi are
Yeah.
not allowed to have children, so that doesn't make sense.
I know.
So,
But he was also a Jedi. He was also a Padawan that became a Jedi.
also, if he survived
during the
Order
reign of the
66, he should be 25.
The kid?
Yes.
Hmm.
So, who is his dad?
Kanan Jarrus.
Hayden Jarrett. I'm getting hockey players.
Just look up Kanan Star Wars.
Oh, Kanan, not Caden.
No.
Kanan.
He's blind in the end.
That guy.
And then he kills
That's
himself.
his dad.
Yeah.
And his dad's the one who survived Order 66.
Yeah.
Not the kid.
No.
Okay.
Did you think I was talking about the kid?
Yes, that's why I
No.
was confused.
Losing a bit of time there. A little bit of a time gap.
That makes sense.
Yes, it does. Thank you.
Okay. I hate his blind mask. He looks like a bug.
I love your reasoning. It's so simple, too. I don't like him. He looks like a bug.
And
I would squish him if I could.
like a bug.
Like a bug should be. Squished and dead. Okay, are you ready to move on?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, there's no movie review this week.
No, we didn't go. We failed.
No, we did not. But you know what we can do? What are we going to go see this week?
I feel like we should leave that for a surprise for next week, just so when we come back, we're just like, hey, we saw this.
3 movies?
Possibly 4. Just saying.
What are you talking about?
Anywhere from 2 to 4 movies next week.
The Dark Knight Rises is back in theaters? Did you want to see
5.
that?
Okay.
What is it? Dumb Money.
Dumb Money.
The Retirement Plan. That's going to be so
Retirement
fucking
Plan. A Haunting in
atrocious.
Venice.
Haunting in Venice.
The Expend4bles. Comes out Thursday.
I really don't want to see that.
You don't? Good, because I don't either.
But we have to.
Fuck. Do we, though?
No, the one that we're not going to see is clearly The Retirement Plan.
That's the one I wanted to see.
I know. Or we could just skip A Haunting in Venice and then just watch all 3 and review them later. Gives us time this week to watch the other 2 Expendable movies. Other 3. Oh my god.
I'm not doing that.
Why not?
Because fuck that. Those are bad movies. They were fun when I was in high school and they came out. I'm like, look
Which
at
is
all
funny.
these action stars
Yeah.
and all this. And I'm like, oh man,
And then
it's
they went, let's make 2 more.
it's
And
a Chuck Norris thing.
That was good.
He made a Chuck Norris joke. That's
Arnold
awesome.
showed up in one of them.
Arnold, I thought he was in all of them.
Was he?
But I think I'm wrong because he's not even in this one.
Pretty positive the new one's going to be really bad.
Fucking Dolph Lundgren. Isn't he dead now? Or
Dolph Lundgren?
Yeah.
No.
He just has cancer.
Probably.
What does he have? Hold on.
I'm going to
Dolph-
check Rotten Tomatoes.
Dolph Lundgren.
The last one came out almost 10 years ago.
The fuck? Yes, he has cancer and 2 years to live. And if we learn anything from the Smash Mouth guy, we got about 4 days.
That's fucked up. That's not okay. We liked him.
I like Dolph Lundgren too.
So The Expendables, 2010. What's the Rotten Tomato score? Can you guess?
27.
41. The Expendables 2, 2012. 2 years later. It's fresh at a 67.
Okay.
The Expendables 3, 2014. 9 years ago.
21.
31.
That was closer.
Expendables 4, not out yet. I'm sure we'll hear about it in a matter of minutes.
Minutes?
Probably.
Why?
Because it comes out this week. It's going to be out any fucking minute.
But like not during the podcast. It's not about the
no,
drop.
no, probably not.
Okay.
No. Haunting in Venice, fine. Blue Beetle, $5 fan faves. Wow, that movie really didn't make any money, huh?
Nope.
Yeah, we got a lot of catching up to do with the movies. The Inventor. What?
No.
Aristotle and Dante.
No.
And the Secrets of the Universe.
No.
Talk to me. A horror film. Gran Turismo.
Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about.
No.
Comedies. Where are they?
Rare.
What?
My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3.
That's a family movie. The only comedy that's come out in like the past like 2 or 3 months that's purely a comedy,
No Hard Feelings. Strays.
those 2. And
Bottoms.
Strays, I don't even really want to see.
I don't want to see Strays either. Strays is a movie that I'll watch when it comes out on streaming.
And it's just crazy because when you and me started watching movies and getting Movie Pass and then A-List,
It was nothing but shitty
it
comedies.
was all comedies.
That's crazy.
And now it's
Now
gone.
it's just action and superhero bullshit.
and like
and
dramas.
But Dumb Money looks great.
Dumb Money looks
When Wall
pretty-
Street rigged the game, he changed it. My name is the Riddler, and this is Dumb Money. In a world where dumb money is fucking dumb.
in a world where GameStop was still kind of prevalent.
Okay, so the next topic. We don't talk about tech very often on the podcast, only for very specific points. This is one of those points. The Apple event was a couple days ago.
Boo.
The iPhone 15.
Boo.
The Apple Watch Series 9.
Ooh, boo.
And I think that was it. I'm going to get the 15.
Okay.
Mainly because it'll replace this as like one of our main cameras. The quality's super high. And instead of worrying about fucking AirDrop and Lightning or even USB-C, I could just plug in a solid state to it and then just record directly to it.
Nice.
Hooray. The watch,
Huzzah.
don't tell Timmy. I'm going to buy Timmy the watch because she broke hers like yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
When'd that come out?
Friday.
Okay. I'm gonna get a new phone
But the
in
big thing-
February or April.
Fuck you. The big thing relating to the phone is that we talk about games. And one of the weirdest, just like every Apple event has a weird thing, right? In the last one, Bob Iger showed up and was like, here at the Walt Disney Company, we like VR just as much as Apple does. So here is Baby Yoda in your living room. In this one, they were like, you could play all these games on the new iPhone 15 Pro with the A17 Pro chip. Like Resident Evil Village. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. Resident Evil 4, the remake. You go, okay. And they go, and next year, Assassin's Creed Mirage will work natively on the iPhone. And you're like,
Where the fuck are you
why?
at, Switch?
What the fuck is the point? Who enjoys... Listen, I understand. We consume most of our media from our phones, right? YouTube, fucking TikTok, whatever it is. I understand that the Pro Max and, like, your screen, huge-ass screens. I get that you can attach a controller to the phone via Bluetooth. Who the fuck would rather be on their phone on a bus trying to play a new Assassin's Creed game than just waiting until you get home? Or even buying a fucking Steam Deck for $1,000 and just being like, man...
Or waiting 6 months and just playing it on the Switch too.
Do you actually care about the Switch too?
No.
Neither do
I
I.
didn't care about the original Switch either.
You care about
I'm
the
like,
OLED
so
Switch?
it's like a Wii U, but then you
But
put it on
better.
your TV like a regular Wii.
Let me be honest. Listen, if I like those IPs, the Switch is fucking awesome. Okay? The fact that you could just attach the controllers and it's a Wii. Or you put the controllers in and it's a console on the TV. Or you take the shit out and it's a handheld. It's the Wii U, the Wii, and just like an Xbox 360, all built into one. That's fucking cool.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Yeah.
I wish I liked the IPs. I wish I cared more about Mario, but I'm not.
I just
7.
really wanted them to keep supporting the Wii when they announced it. And I'm like, why are you making new shit? Just give me more Wii Sports.
We were playing that the other day.
Yeah.
And it sucked.
Yeah.
I'm just going to have to upgrade my TV in
The
a couple years.
controllers did not hold up to the
I'm not
test of
throwing them
time,
away.
and we need new ones because they are laggy.
They're
and
not going
broken.
anywhere. I'm positive it's the converter that we have.
I'm telling you, it's not because it was like that in my basement too.
It was better than that.
It
Or maybe
was
we were
not.
just like,
That's
oh,
why
the
we
TV's
stopped.
small. Is it really?
Especially playing Guitar
Oh,
Hero.
yeah, let me go
and-
invest $300 in a new Wii.
No, just the controllers,
Fuck you.
which you could probably get on Macari for like $15. That are also just as broken.
Super useful. This beer's growing on me a lot.
It's really disgusting on my end right now, and I don't know what happened. We swapped pallets.
It's super sweet.
Can you taste mine? Something tastes off about it.
This video is sponsored by... Taste mine.
Is it different?
Mine is much sweeter than yours is.
It tastes the same.
Does it really?
Yeah. I just am not a fan of it right now. I think the hops one fucked up. Okay.
The disappointment on your face.
I hit him. I felt him touch me. And then he flew back into my hand and then fucked off. I hate that fly.
That fly.
That fly. That
I hate all of the
specific
flies.
fucking fly.
Fuck them flies.
Fuck that fly.
Fuck them
There was also a
bitches.
fly in my car all day. What? What did you say?
I said, fuck them bitches.
Okay. It's not what I thought you
So
said.
the iPhone is going to be able to play AAA games. Do you think that's ridiculous?
Yeah. You know why? Do it. Do it. Yay! I'll kill you.
Stupid. All right, let's move on. iPhone 15. I'll buy it and I'll unbox it on our podcast, so you can go, wow, that's cool. Can we move on, please? You know what my favorite thing is about 2023?
That
how
it's
many
almost
times-
over? Oh.
But how many times we go to the movies and we're like, man, what has DC sent out to fucking die this time? Do you see what got a trailer this week?
Yeah. Don't tell me there's another one.
Aquaman 2 got a fucking trailer.
Ooh-wee.
Brendan,
Boy, do I not give a fuck.
did you watch the trailer?
I did.
It looks like rubber people doing rubber tasks underwater, surrounded by rubber Dolph Lundgren, even though he's not in the trailer. It looks like shit.
Amber Turd is in it.
I didn't even see her in the trailer. But then again, I didn't
She
watch the
has
full trailer.
2 flashes of it where she's in there. She's just not mainly in there. And also, James Wan is directing,
Yeah.
and he said it was going to be more horror-based.
Yes.
I saw one zombie who looked like an action figure in broad daylight.
This feels 1-to-1 like Suicide Squad or Justice League, where the first trailer or the first like thoughts or whatever are like, man, this is gritty. This is down to earth. This is going to be cool. Horror elements, whatever. Justice League, they're like, man, Batman says the word fuck and he uses a gun. And this, they're like, yeah, it's going to be horror based. And you see the brightest color palette I've ever seen. It looks like one of those fucking kids on TikTok made this movie.
The only thing I would give them is I'm pretty sure this is a buddy cop film with the villain from the first one. Which the balls of doing that are insane.
What? That's the guy from the
villain
movies.
in the first one.
Patrick something.
Yes, is now the man he's on an adventure with. And
and they did exactly what we said a few weeks ago. Our favorite thing in superhero movies. He went, I have a trident.
You have a
Manta
trident.
goes, I would also like a trident, please.
Mine's going to be
green.
green. They did the Dragon Ball thing.
Yeah.
He's back now, but he's stronger. And we're going to have to fight him again. And now we're going to have to team up. And one of us is going to die. But it's not going to be me because I have a sequel coming out. But he's going to be in the thing. He was in the Flash thing. He's going to stick around. Everyone loves Jason Momoa. Whether the movies are good or not, he's going to stick around.
That's a fact. But he's going to be Lobo.
No. Not at all.
You think he's going to say Aquaman?
That's really not sitting well with me.
I think it's fucking delicious.
He wants to be Lobo, and I don't think he's gonna get that. And instead, I think he may just fight Lobo.
What if he fights Lobo and Lobo is also played by himself?
Love it, love it,
Love it or your money back.
That's what I wanted to say earlier in the podcast. That I completely fucking forgot about, or even before
Does
we
it have
started
anything
recording.
to do with DC?
No, it's Marvel.
Okay.
Daniel Radcliffe.
He's gonna play Wolverine.
No. Did you not see? I saw one news article about it, so it may be false because I tried Googling it after, and I cannot find anything about it. There was rumors that he was going to play Wolverine, but then I saw a news article claiming as official that he was cast as Professor Xavier X. I just said Professor Xavier.
You did. I was trying to ignore it, but you decided that it was fine.
In Universe 420.
No. Stop.
Daniel Radcliffe
Is going to be
as
stoned
a
out
bald
Professor X.
paraplegic high off of his ass who can read minds. Dealing with Ryan Reynolds
There's so much going on in
and
this fucking
Hugh
movie.
Jackman.
There's so much going on. How is this coming to light when they're on strike? Nobody's making anything right now.
You can't work, but you can sign a contract. I mean, you can shake a hand.
I love that his Daniel Radcliffe's career is one for the ages right now. Because
Yes.
they're like, come to us. We want to do more Harry Potter. That's what you're known for. He's like, nah.
I don't want to do that at all.
He's like, I want to do basically everything but that. Do you see how jacked he was in whatever new thing he's doing?
Yes, it's not even new. It's the show he's been doing with Steve Buscemi, where he's like an angel and Steve Buscemi's God, and like each season they're just in a different like time or reality. I only watched like the first couple episodes of the first season, and he's fucking shredded. And he did the Wolverine screen, and that's the screenshot.
What is he doing right
Something Workers?
now? Miracle Workers?
Yeah, Miracle Workers. That's the show. That's what it's from. He also just came out with the Weird Al movie last year.
Yes, he did. That I saw.
I did.
This show has been going on for ages.
Yeah. How many seasons it has now?
At least 3?
I think. I only know of 3.
2019 to 2023. They just finished up season 4.
Okay.
That's crazy. I didn't know he actually did stuff.
Yeah. He is always doing things, and it's always fucking weird.
Yeah. You remember right after Harry Potter, he was like, I'm going to be a Swiss Army knife as a person.
Yes.
And we were like,
Did you know
buddy.
the weird thing he did during Harry Potter, which I just found out about recently with people talking about his career? In like between like the like 6th and 7th Harry Potter movies, he's like, I'm gonna go on Broadway and just get fucking naked.
Was it M. Butterfly?
I don't know, but I also heard that he was 17, but that doesn't seem legal. So like, that may have just been the internet lying. But like,
The internet does do that a lot, and you fall for it quite often.
that was a YouTube video doing like an analysis on his career. So like, I was hoping the guy was telling the truth, but
Victor
I've never seen
Frankenstein.
someone try so hard to not be associated with their childhood role, but like also succeed the way he has.
He's done a fucking ton of stuff.
Yeah, and it's all the weirdest shit you've ever seen.
I applaud him. He's doing like whatever. He's Robot Chicken. He's in a ton of them.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Anything weird, man. Anything weird. Guns Akimbo, I wanted to see and didn't get a chance to.
He was the Knight of the Sun in Rick and Morty. Okay. There's a lot of animated
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh, he was in The Lost City as a villain. And
Yes, he was.
That
I
was
remember.
actually kind of good movie. I didn't expect.
Fuck that.
Victor Frankenstein? He's in something where it's called Imperium, where he's a Nazi. A neo-Nazi. Let me specify.
Thank you. Thank you.
He was in Horns, where he got horns.
Okay.
What else? What have you been in, Daniel? You weird motherfucker.
So much
Something
Harry
called
Potter.
A Tailor in Panama in 2001. I don't think that was his choice.
I don't think that was his choice. Don't you want me, baby?
Yeah, in between the Harry Potters, he also did a
Don't
My
you
Boy Jack TV movie where he's just
Don't you want
in World
me,
War
baby?
I, and he looks like an adult.
Don't you want me? Oh.
Let's see, what else has he been? A lot of it's horror films. He was in Trainwreck.
You better change your mind. Or we
Also,
will
Now
both
You See Me
be
Too. Do you remember
yes,
him in
that? I
that?
saw. That I remember.
I don't remember him in that at all. But yeah, what else are we talking about? I feel like we're just kind of running out of shit on him.
We fell off.
Yeah.
Fell off the train. I'm a little obsessed about going to the movies this week because I'm very excited. So I was looking at movie times.
Oh, not during podcast recording.
Brendan.
No, we have stuff to talk about.
Brendan.
Don't you want me, baby?
Ba-dum-dum-dum-dum.
Don't you... We gotta stop singing the fucking
My phone is on airplane mode, so I can't log in. Okay. Let's see what's next on the docket. You hear what happened in Mexico this week?
No.
Aliens.
Oh shit.
They I don't remember where it was. Maybe it was like Congress in Mexico. I don't know all the details, and I don't want to Google the details. But they basically came out and were like, "We have aliens. Do you want to see them? We have their corpses. They're 1,000 years old." And people went, "No, you don't. That's a fucking lie." And they went, "Hold on." And you bring out this big ass box with all this felt, and then an alien corpse with a cover on top. Let me tell you why that doesn't make sense to me. To mummify a body, right? That shit's like hella wrapped. There's a bunch of shit on there. Doesn't just happen. So theoretically, if you unwrapped a mummified corpse and tried to put it on display like that, wouldn't it just...
You know museums exist, right?
Yeah.
You know we have that all the time. There's pictures of mummified bodies like that, left and right.
Don't you want me,
My
baby?
problem with it is there's a picture I'm looking at here from 13 hours ago where it shows them and they're like 2 feet tall.
Yeah.
Those are
Tiny babies.
pygmy men.
Tiny babies.
I think that they are either 100% fake or just a monkey.
I'd believe it being a
I
monkey.
read something on there about their whatever. I actually found it on iFunny. I still go on there.
Of course.
And
You're
it
like the
was,
only person.
It did not explain what it was, and I'm like, why is there a picture of an alien here? And it gave you a whole bunch of like statistics about it and
Yeah.
everything. And it was like, it doesn't have thumbs, so they can't grip anything like that. They just have really long fingers and blah 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 and all this stuff. And they're like, and their DNA is like 30% off of ours, but like the average thing on like the high end is like 15, so like that means it's more than likely actually alien since the DNA is that far off.
Yeah.
Because you know you're like 98% similar to a banana, right?
Fucking love bananas too. That works out.
So like there was all this stuff and everything, and it's just like
Me, baby.
the one thing I have to say about this that really, really doesn't make any fucking sense.
What?
If you're gonna make gigantic pyramids, and you're gonna make, they have pyramids in Mexico too, the Aztecs.
Well, I know that.
And you're gonna make things that only they can see from the sky for the giant gods and the people who are all powerful and mighty. Do you really think people who sacrificed virgins for shits and giggles would respect someone who came down from the stars even if they were 2 feet fucking tall and not kick them in the face?
Well, I'm sure it was one of those situations where they were like, look at this fucking guy. The alien just like did something beyond our comprehension, where it like took its fingers and was like, oogly block. And then you just like, you separated into your base minerals and just fell to the ground.
That's a witch. Bang.
Burn it.
Burn it. Wrap it up and stuff it away for 1,000 years. Whoever opens this is in deep shit. Oh, look at that. That's a nice thing. Oh, fuck. When were these opened?
Bluggle up.
Did they start COVID? We have to start a conspiracy theory right now. These tiny aliens created COVID because we opened up the box and it spread a plague that killed the world.
So I was on Instagram. I'm ignoring every little bit of whatever the fuck you just said. I was on Instagram, and I'm scrolling, and I was like, man, somebody got a really up-close shot of that alien. Why are they cutting into it with a... Oh, it's cake. Do you ever actually get stumped by those where you just don't expect it? You're like, what the fuck are they... They got me again, didn't they?
My favorite thing is when they have something that's very clearly cake and then something that really isn't, and then they cut into the thing that isn't cake, and you're like, what the fuck, that's cake? And then they pick up the thing that you think is cake and it's real, and you're like, well, how did you make that it's not cake?
No, my favorite is when they do that, but they're both cake. You're like, there was no winning in this situation. What have you done to me?
I just love when they're just like, look at this thing, clearly it's and it's just like always the most piece of shit one that you can see. They're like, you see, it's real. I'm just looking at this fucking alien face, and that's not how eyeballs work.
No. Maybe he got really cold.
The nose is still there.
Yeah. I'm looking at the same one.
This one got fucked up. Do I need to send this to you so you can put it up there?
No.
Okay.
That's just for me.
That's just for you.
Yep.
You'll never see
No,
it.
you won't.
He has a brother.
Yeah, I don't believe any of that, what you're showing me right now.
I don't know what these are. Oh, these are art.
I'm accidentally in a museum. I don't know about you, dude. My head is fucking pounding right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good. Just looking at aliens in Mexico.
An hour ago, you were like, man, I'm so sleepy. Can we just do this tomorrow?
I found the cake.
Did you?
I did.
Show it to me. Yeah. They really get you.
Yeah, that's a pretty good cake.
It is. It really is.
That's wild.
Oh, I'm going to throw up.
Has anybody tried cutting into them yet? Are they cake? We don't know yet.
I hope they are.
We have to cut them.
I hope it's a whole facade.
I hope it's just cake. 1,000-year-old cake.
Oh, my God.
What else do we have to talk about?
Much is true. Yeah, aliens are a little weird, aren't they?
You really want to go down this rabbit hole with me?
Nope.
Because I will talk for hours.
So the last thing that we're going to talk about today.
No, hold on. You started it.
Nope.
Come back.
I don't want to. Too tired. I've had an emotional turmoil today. I've had enough. I think this is crazy. Oh, I got a yawn.
And we're back.
Oh my God, my head is pounding. Brendan.
Yeah. What you need is some chicken. Man, I'm really not fucking liking that beer. And I've been talking great things about this, and you're
You
like,
have.
it's garbage.
And I've
Now
been
that
telling you
we're
how
drinking
shit
it, you're
it
like,
is.
this is great. And I'm like, I hate this.
Yeah, good. Remember what, like, last week we were like, yeah, we need to stop drinking beer on the podcast.
Yeah, but I haven't really drank most of this
That's
week.
because we didn't hang out a lot this week.
Except for that one day where we did hang out and drank a lot.
Oh, in your backyard?
Yeah.
That's probably why I feel like shit.
That was like 4 days ago.
Yeah. Brendan,
Yo.
can you imagine a world where game developers and the companies that develop the engine that the games are developed on, years after your game is made, it's like, you know what? More.
That sounds a lot like 1940s Germany. No? Did I go too far?
That's just, I'm going to let you do your thing, and I'm going to continue to do my thing, okay?
Sounds very...
Could you imagine? Stop it. You imagine a world where they're like, no, I want more money. And they're like, but we paid you to use your engine already. They went, yeah. More.
More.
So basically, this week, Unity.
This week on Greedy Fucking CEOs, Unity decided...
I could go on and on about the greedy CEOs in my fucking life. Okay, do you want to have that conversation? Because that's a fucking rabbit hole.
Hit me. So anyway, Unity is charging per download now, which is going to kill small developers. But
Yes,
Miguel, what do you hate about CEOs? What is your experience with
I
the
just
garbage that is at the top of the tower?
I wish that we could just be paid a little bit more for the amount of stress that we do. Because at my job, I'm so tired. And every day they're like, we need you to do more because my bonus needs to be bigger. And every day I'm like, I don't want to. But I need money because I got to live.
That's why people go to college.
Motherfucker, we went to college.
I'm sorry, is your degree in Costco?
I want you to be nice to me. Okay?
I'm just saying, that's why we pay and get in all this debt so we can have a stressful job, but a chair with poor back support instead of standing for 8 hours a day.
Brendan,
Ow.
let's be honest here.
Yes.
Okay? You have a job in your field.
Yes.
With your degree.
Yes.
You make money.
Yes.
You do not make enough money to survive.
Yes, I do.
Barely.
Okay.
One time in every podcast episode, there's a moment where we devolve.
And just bite the mic.
Whether it is laughing,
or just lose all
or this.
interest or focus or just...
all of my focus is gone.
Yeah, gone.
I am so tired.
Out the window. How are you doing? How was your weekend?
Did you have a great day today?
Are you okay?
I'm sorry to hear that.
Does it hurt?
Is it in?
How does that make you feel?
I'm going to bill that to your insurance. Our session is over. Isn't it a great world that we live in?
Tune in next week for more therapy.
Welcome to the Eddie Therapy. It's a bad name.
The anything therapy. Therapy bowl.
Therapy bowl.
The
Much
therapy
better.
bowl.
Thank you. Does that exist? That's got to exist, right?
The therapy bowl?
As a podcast?
No.
It's a great...
How many bowl-themed podcasts are there? Especially that have nothing to do with actual bowls.
Yeah,
We're in, what, 70-something episodes and we've
not
had
a single
one bowl?
We've had a couple. The first logo had a bowl.
The current logo has a bowl.
None of the episodes
The
do.
only time we actually had a bowl was when
when we had waffles.
fucking waffles
That's
and
right.
syrup in
That's
it.
right. And was it worth it?
It was good.
Stop complaining.
I'm just saying we need more bowls.
We do. We keep saying we need to go thrift shopping and just find a bowl to put.
We need to get like a magic hat, but like in a bowl, like as a bowl.
What the
that
fuck
way
does
we
that
can just
mean?
reach in and
What, Brendan?
anything comes out. Like a magic hat.
Why don't we just put a hole in the table? Then on one camera, it's just Brendan going, I wonder what's in there. And on my camera, it's just... Trying to hand it to you. That's actually a great idea.
No.
No, I'm saying
You
like...
cut a hole in something. It's gonna wind up with a penis in it. And like, I can't, no.
I'm gonna fuck it.
No.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, I just meant you reach into a magic hat and you pull out a penis and like...
A severed penis? You just go, huh.
And this week, a cock. And then you just like, let's put it back in the hat. It's a rabbit. No, they were not in there together.
I love watching your face as you try to save yourself and dig yourself out of this fucking hole. And so you go, oh, it's a cock. Oh, I'm going to put it back. Will it make you happier if I pull out a rabbit? I'm sorry, viewers, if I've displeased you. Use a rabbit.
So the way it happens is I keep pushing and pushing, and then the moment I push a little too far,
You have
your
to drag-
face changes, and I'm like, okay, pull it back. How do I fix this? Rabbit.
I can fix it. I can't wait to watch that back. It's just you talking about dicks and me going, what are you going to do? How are you going to fix it?
Your face is always just... And then like then I'm just like, oh fuck, oh no, what
What
do I
have
do?
I
What do I do?
So the bowl.
So what happens when you try to force content and you're just like, where do I go from here? Cock in a hat.
Man, nothing like it in the world. Like a cock in a hat. Let me tell you. You're the worst at children's birthday parties.
That's a bad clown.
Here you go.
That's how you get put on a list. Or just arrested. You know what I'm picturing? That dumb fucking creepy-ass rapey clown from Air Bud.
It's a very specific
He looked
reference.
like a rapist. Have you not seen Air Bud?
I'm just picturing the
original
clown
one?
from SpongeBob.
What did that clown ever do to you? It's a fucking animated clown.
Hey,
Mine was a 50-year-old alcoholic.
take
Yours
it down.
was on SpongeBob.
Everything's fine, okay? Can't wait for this week's thumbnail. It's just Brendan's face.
Clown nose.
Why did you act? Cock.
Hat. Clown nose.
It is
What are
final
we talking
words.
about this week? I don't know.
Cock hat. I could just imagine your final words just being like you're just dying, and you're trying to get the words out. You're like cock hat.
It's okay, Timmy. Grandpa has some problems.
It's okay. Don't listen to him. Cock hat. I remember back in my day, the cock hat was the.
And then it looked like it had the same rings on it as the Cat in the Hat. I don't know. I'm pretending to be a man with dementia. Get away from me. Let's change the subject.
You don't want to talk about the cock hat anymore?
Cock hat.
It just rolls off the tongue pretty good.
Cock hat. Yeah, it does. Cock in the hat, no doubt about that.
Rabbit. So,
Funny. What is that from?
George.
What?
George won't let me tend to them rabbits.
No, when like someone just does something and they're like, Bunny. Nightmare Before Christmas. When they show up with the Easter Bunny and the fucking dude with the axe in the head just it pops out and he looks at it and he goes, Bunny. And you're like, fucking run, man. That dude's got an axe in his head and he's way too happy to see
I
you.
don't even know what the fuck you're talking about right now. Okay?
In Nightmare Before Christmas.
No, I heard you.
They kidnapped the
Brendan,
fucking Easter Bunny.
I heard you.
So how do you not know? Were you not there? It's been out for 30 years. This year.
Would you like to?
Oh, man, I'm losing my voice.
Yeah, my throat fucking hurts.
Oh, wow. Ooh, jack-o'-lantern beer.
The perfect way to like cap everything off is with you throwing up all over the mic and the laptop because you can't get the beer down.
You're joking about that, but you know
was
at
that
some point it's going to happen.
It is. It happened last week. Where you burped and you caught it in your head.
Oh, but there was no vomit. I was just trying to
So
not
you
make
say.
it loud. I also...
So you claim.
Is that on the one that we've been editing this whole week?
Probably.
I could not find the laughter part for the life of me.
You
Like,
made a whole short about it, so that's fucking wrong.
oh, yeah. Fuck. It was hard to find, though. So
Brendan.
Starfield, what?
Starfield and Ahsoka, that has been the channel for the last 3 weeks. Because for 3 weeks we haven't been able to get to the movies. Our schedules suck. We're both sleepy. We have things to do. This week, how the fuck are we going to get to the movies 3 or 4 times?
We can go Monday, but late. We cannot go Tuesday. We can go Wednesday, or we can just bang it out and go Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and record on Saturday.
Folks, so last week what we did... we could probably totally do that. I'd totally be done.
Okay.
It's going to suck.
Yep. For
gonna
you,
sleep.
it's going to suck. For me, it's just going to be a regular day.
Fuck you. Folks, last week we did a... What did I call it? Movies of the Summer? Was Barbie the movie of the summer? Where Timmy was here with us, and we talked about our movies of the summer.
That
our
was
favorite
my
ones.
number 2.
What?
That was my number 2. How much more awkward silence can we get?
Barbie?
Yeah, it was
Oh,
my
is that
number
what
2.
you... I was confused. I was like, what fucking movie are we
I'm
talking
like,
about
what
right
are
now?
you waiting for?
So last week we talked about our favorite movies of the summer. Let me check the channel really quick. What else did we talk about? We talked about DBZ.
Yeah.
People are really liking that right now. And, of course, we talked about
I don't know.
Ahsoka.
Thank you.
Everybody loves when we talk about Ahsoka.
And
whether
Kung
it's-
Fu fighting.
Ha! Fast as light.
I got to reel it in. I'm just being a little bit, like, unhinged.
I'm now past tired.
I'm
I've reached
delusional.
euphoria.
Yes. where you're so tired, you're now just in like that 2 a.m. Xbox chat where you're just like saying shit and you're like, I don't know what I'm saying, except now we have beer.
Like, do you think it'd be crazy if somebody pulled a cock out of a hat?
You think pillows breathe when you're not on them? Why? Why
What?
is that? Why are you looking at me like that's the craziest thing I've ever said?
That's one of the craziest things I've ever heard.
Because it's supposed to be a late. I just picked a random thing.
Who just fucking thinks about that?
Artists.
Folks, in the next couple weeks, we've got
It's not a
The
real thought.
Expendables, A Haunting in Venice, The Kill Room, Dumb Money, and then spooky stuff.
Spooky stuff.
Can't wait.
Just a quick update on that. I don't know what the last thing we told you we were doing is.
We said Friday the 13th.
We're not doing that.
No, watching that first one was atrocious. That was
fucking
horrible.
terrible.
I hated every minute of that.
It was so goddamn bad. That old lady was getting hit in the head with frying pans, just like, and you're just getting them. I'm gonna get you. Just like, okay, take it easy, Granny.
You can't have sex, not in my house. Bang.
I
So
just
instead, we're gonna rent fucking Halloween.
because Halloween just I feel like even though there's duds, it has a better track
Let's be
record.
honest, okay? It's not even because it's duds. It's because we can get to the modern ones where everything looks better, and we could feel a bit better about it.
What are you talking about? Is the most modern like Friday the 13th from like 2010?
No. Yes, it is. 2012, Friday
Okay.
the 13th, and then Halloween is like last year.
Yeah,
I'm fine with that. Scream was really good.
it was, but
I'm-
we have that for another episode, so don't dive
Yes, we
too
do.
much.
I'm not
into
gonna
it.
dive too much.
Even
into
though we
Scream, don't
did
you
really
worry.
talk about it as we were watching
We
it.
did completely. And that's oh my god, dude. We have to start Halloween. We have to do that soon.
Yeah. We can start talking more about cryptids too. I mean, we're already throwing that in today. We've got Mexico
Cryptids?
in it. Yeah, cryptids.
Don't make me do that.
What?
What?
We'll have Timmy on for that one. She likes cryptids.
Yeah, she
doesn't
does. She do like cryptids. Cryptids. What do we got? We got Scream, Nightmare Before Christmas, Halloween, movies, spooky. And bro, when we get to November, fuck
There's
all that shit.
only one actual Thanksgiving movie, and I think because of that we should watch it.
What is it?
Trains, Planes, and Automobiles.
All right, fine. If
I
it's
have
one-
not seen it, but I've heard great things.
I'm sure there's like you know how there's like Valentine's Day, the really
Yeah.
mushy movie, and there's also like New Year's Day and Christmas Day. I'm sure there's Thanksgiving Day, even if it's like a straight to Blu-ray piece of shit. We can find it. We can watch
Please
it.
don't make me.
Yes, I will.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have one more.
What?
Tower Heist. With Eddie Murphy, Matthew Broderick, and Ben Stiller. Great movie.
2011.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Eddie Murphy.
Oh, yeah.
That's Thanksgiving.
Yep.
I've seen this movie before.
Yeah, they do the heist during the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
That's right.
You know, the Seizure Boy. It's a great movie. Eddie Murphy's so funny.
Eddie Murphy is still underappreciated in today's world.
He's making a new movie. Beverly Hills Cop 4. Right after his hit sequel, Coming to America.
To America.
And can we all not forget his Oscar-winning film,
Say it.
Norbit?
It's a great fucking movie.
No, it's not.
Yes,
Who
it
are
is.
you? Who are you?
Fucking love that movie.
Terrible.
Then I watched it when I was like 8. So
I bought that shit on DVD.
Why?
When I was 8, because, you know, Blockbuster existed.
fucking miss Blockbuster,
And-
dude. Fuck.
And I'm like, I can't wait to go home and see this new Eddie Murphy movie. And I put it in, and I'm like, this is bad. This is really, really, really bad.
I can't wait for you and I to mix this audio, and for my audio to constantly be perfectly fine and just level, and yours goes all the way up here and way down
Yeah.
because you go all the way away from the microphone.
But when I do that, I usually yell more back here. I need to sit up for my volume.
My air's gotta come out of my body.
That's in the podcast now. What did I do?
Can you cut that out? No.
No, we're leaving it in. We don't cut out shit
Folks-
unless we really have to.
Folks, I've had a long day at work, and then stupid shit. Brendan has done nothing all day.
I have been
and has
watching
no
Friday
excuse.
Night Lights like it's my job.
It's a great show.
Never seen it
What a
before.
great fucking show.
It's good.
That poor crippled guy.
Fuck that guy, man.
Folks.
Fuck that guy.
This has been episode 72. Have a great night. Good morning. Enjoy your commute to work. Don't fuck your boss.
You can't end it on that, man. Is that our sign off now at the end of every episode? This has been the Anything Bowl. Do not fuck your boss.
If there's one piece of advice I can give you, it's don't do it.
Unless
My hand's right on your camera. Unless you can get promoted. No,
unless you hit that like button.
That was good. I like that a lot. Subscribe. What do they say? Hit the like button.
And don't forget to hit that bell.
Subscribe. Ring the ding-a-ling bell.
And that boss.
All right, you can fucking boss. All right, I take it back. Okay, everybody. Good night. Or good morning. Fuck your boss.